that we should try and treat this like a sort of terrorist operation with an aeroplane. Allegorically speaking, we've got a 747 over London full of fuel and 450 people on board and a pile of terrorists. And we've got to try and get the aeroplane down on the ground into the corner of the airfield.
So you knew right away when you were told that important parts of your
that we've got a big problem.
Yeah, not only that you had a problem, but that there was something wrong. It wasn't a question of business deals going wrong. Why was that?
That's right.
Why were you so sure that it wasn't just a question?
Because it's not possible that that position could be presented to me by virtue of the structures.
Well, by the way the companies have been trading, you couldn't...
Trading, more importantly, the way the structures have been put in place, as far as the best of my knowledge and belief, vis-à-vis the trust and the companies underlying that trust, whether it's the Scottish companies, the Irish companies, the American companies, with the Australian companies, you know, the architectural control systems.
It took a while for the authorities to take an interest in the sudden collapse of the Carroll Foundation. But then a sharp-eyed tax inspector in Essex, Tony Sims, spotted inconsistencies in the company's financial returns.
The big break, and I say this allegorically because it really is, I suppose, the most momentous time of my life, is that you know, sitting on that raft in the middle of the Atlantic with the Titanic that's gone down with only a few bits on the water. I mean, who would actually believe me that actually A, there was a Titanic, and B, that actually it had gone down, and C, I'd been the captain. But anyway, be that as it may, the frigate pulls alongside, the old WYLDE ensign on the back. I'm sort of gulping for air and pretty exhausted. And over the side comes an officer who actually is a rather experienced Inland Revenue inspector, who believes what I'm saying and pulls me off the raft and pulls me onto the frigate and gives me a, you know, fresh pair of clothes, whatever, and says, well, Mr. Carroll, you know, where's it all gone?
The Inland Revenue began an investigation, but it was hampered by a critical factor. Much of the documentation had vanished. The paper trail had gone cold.
Predominantly what we're dealing with here is we're dealing with opaque trust law, which is a function of trust law, and we're dealing with the fact that trusts have no obligation to file documentation in the public domain, which is a function of trusts. In this situation, it's unfortunate, but that's the way it is.